I have just woken up, so bear with me, but I do want to react to this new Post Malone song, mostly because it features Fleet Foxes, and the idea of a Fleet Foxes Post Malone collaboration just baffled me, and I had to know. I just had to know. I had to react to this. I cannot for the life of me imagine how these two combined. Perhaps it's a Sean C. wet dream, maybe? I don't know. If it's anyone out there's wet dream, then hopefully you like the track, but we shall find out if it is any good, and I will find out if I like it as well. So, let's click play, I guess. Let's go. Very dramatic. Not really a cry. Yeah. It's whatever. I don't know. I have this. Well, it's funny. I have this love-hate letter relationship with Mr. Post Malone. I feel like some of the tracks that he does that are a bit more dramatic and emotive and kind of airy and atmospheric like this don't actually tend to work for me. But honestly, when he kind of umps it up and makes a bit more of an up-tempo pop tune, or even like a rockier pop tune, I actually tend to really like what he does. I think tracks like Better Now, and I actually really like Circles as well. I saw a lot of hate for Circles when it first came out. I think that's one of his best songs to date. I think when he's going for a bit more of that kind of melodic feel to the track, where the song actually has a good beat, has a good melody, has a good chorus, has good verses, he actually does a pretty good job. He doesn't have the best voice in the world, for sure. I don't think anyone would claim he has a particularly strong vocal tone or vocal approach. He doesn't really, but to be fair, often he sells those kinds of tracks, in my opinion. Whereas when he goes a bit more in the dramatic direction, I just lose interest, because I don't think he quite has enough to carry songs like this. So, the Fleet Foxes inclusion, not really sure what they provided. Maybe Robin was doing some of those backing vocals. It sounded a bit Fleet Foxes-ish, but there wasn't a huge emphasis on their feature. Perhaps what they were doing here wasn't as quite as up front and center as I was expecting. I was hoping for some like white winter hymnal, you know? Imagine that, Post Malone singing over that song. It would probably be shit, but I was kind of hoping we'd hear that, just because it sounded like a bizarre concept. So yeah, and this is just whatever, really run-of-the-mill, typical posty stuff. He's singing about alcohol, you know, of course he is. Like, it's just so obviously a Post Malone song. Doesn't really surprise you, doesn't really take you off guard or catch you off guard. It's just exactly what you'd expect from a musical standpoint, from a vocal standpoint, from a lyrical standpoint. And even the idea of the lyrics aren't particularly very good. So yeah, this was just not very good at all. A disappointment, I will say. I'm still going to check out the album though, but let me know your thoughts in the comments if you think I'm being too harsh, if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, let me know. Thank you for watching as always. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good day. Goodbye.